Alright, hi. So this is my video for our first sprint. For this module, I chose to do the C++ language. I just wanted to learn kind of the basics of C++ and make sure that I knew all the basic parts so that I could use that in the future. So what I did was I went through several different programs to learn about the various parts and pieces of C++ to make sure that I can make them all work. And I put them all in this file here. The first that I went over was variables. I went through several examples of how to print out the variables and make them work correctly. I started with just having it print out hello in order to have it actually display. I put it through this line of code right here and using the variable name to make it print. And that's sort of how all of these went. This next one, it was assigning a integer value instead, which was the number 15, and it displays in a very similar way. And then so yeah, it works the same way each time, essentially. I'm gonna have it run right here just so that I can show what it does. Sorry. Yeah, let's see, it prints hello, and then it prints 15, and then the next one down, it's showing that I can assign a variable name to the number 15, but then I can change that variable to the number 10, so then it would print number 10. And then here it's showing how I can assign an integer value or variable name to number 23, and then input that into a sentence to show that I am 23 years old. And then this last variable, it shows that you can add two different integers together to make the number 11 in this case, and have it print out like that right there. And then I moved on to expressions, showing how using these operators you can learn how to you can have it kind of what I did above. You can add two variables together, or you can assign an integer variable by writing out an equation like I did here and here, and kind of it shows up right down there. And then for conditionals, I wrote this out as I wrote a little program here. So I'm going to type in the number 8, and then so it assigned 8 to x, the x value. And then if I type in 3 here, assigned it to y, and then down here, it is showing that depending on if x is greater than y, it will print that. If I had done this a different way and made y bigger, it would have printed that, the second else condition, which is the conditional in this situation. And then I went down and I wrote a very simple function, essentially, and I just had it ask for your name, your first and your last name, your phone number, and your email. So I'm going to type that out. Here's my last name. I'm not going to use my real phone number, but there's that. And then it's email. And then it will ask you if it's correct. You'll say yes. And then, and that will operate down here in the main, as will all the other functions that I wrote. And then I wrote a classes function where I created a class, named my class, and I inputted an integer named my num, and a string named my string. And then down here, I created a class object where I assigned my num to 27 plus 30, and then I had my string be assigned to the sentence, and then I had them to be displayed, and is it showing here that it did so? And then I created a maps function in order to pair a key and a value. In this case, the value that was inputted or that was saved to the key was the these numbers here, and I have them displayed down here. And then, like I mentioned before, all of these functions are being called in this main function down here, and so they're all called through the main function, and that is essentially how they work. And that is what I kind of did just to learn these basic functions and how they each work. And yeah, that's how this project went for me.